Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. Welcome back to Big Mike Talks, where today I'm going to bringing you my predictions for WWE's Money in the Bank. I can't believe we're at Money in the Bank already. It feels like this year's flying. So, don't really know the match order, but I'm going to take a very educated guess. Gonna predict all the winners and potentially a cash-in. I don't know. I have a theory on that. Work with me. So, our first match is the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, how this works. WWE hangs a briefcase over the ring. In the case is a contract. Whoever wins the case can cash in the contract at any time for a championship match. We have seen many, plenty of ways to cash in. I've seen cash-ins ahead of time. I've seen on the spot, surprise cash-ins. And it's pretty much been fun. Last year's was a little weird with Drew McIntyre doing it on the day, but it is what it is. So, women participating. We got Alexa Bliss, newly returned from pregnancy, I believe. Roxanne Perez, newcomer to Monday Night Raw. She's been in NXT and doing really good on the independents. Rhea Bloody Ripley, former women's champion. Julia, who, if I remember correctly, was NXT Women's North American champion. And then she had her time in Stardom. Naomi, who is definitely squeaked her way in, beating Nia Jax and Jade Cargill, of all people. And then the last, minor spoiler alerts for my review of Raw. It's Stephanie Vaquer, former CMLL Women's Champion. I believe she just lost the NXT Women's title as well. So, they're all going to be in the ladder match. I'm going to preface this by saying I'd be happy with any one of these women winning the Money in the Bank. But the woman I want to see get it, and who I think makes sense winning it, Naomi. And honestly, she's got a brand new heel gimmick, and I feel like Money in the Bank could elevate her to that next level. Although she's been doing really good on her own, I feel like with her gimmick, Money in the Bank would just help it. So, that should be a fun matchup. Speaking of a fun matchup, we got the Women's Intercontinental title on the line as Lyra Valkyria defends against Becky Lynch. Now, there is an added stipulation. If Becky Lynch wins, then post-match, Valkyrie needs to raise her hand and, of course, give up the title. If Lyra wins, Becky Lynch will never challenge for the Women's Intercontinental title again. So I think it's pretty obvious Becky Lynch is going to win here. Stipulations like this rarely go the way of the still champion. The only time in recent memory I remember it doing so was Cody Rhodes in AEW when he challenged Chris Jericho. So that's very early on. Speaking of Cody Rhodes, he is in tag team action, teaming up with World Heavyweight Champion Main Event Jey Uso as they take on WWE Champion John Cena taking on Logan Paul. Now, this was kind of my idea as some fantasy booking. I would have put this match on last, after the men's Money in the Bank, which I think would have started the show. But considering someone didn't qualify, I'll get to that. I don't think we're seeing a cash-in tonight. So I think this is going to be a pretty straight-up match. Maybe Gunther takes Jey Uso out of the picture ahead of their world title match on Raw. But yeah, I think Logan Paul and John Cena are going to pick up the win in probably one of the least anticipated matches I have ever seen. Like, you look online, no one is excited for this match. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a lot of people's pee break match. Which is a shame because they're all very talented. But no one really cares about these guys, which is a shame. And then we get to our main event. It is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And basically, same deal as the women. First man to grab the contract, bring it down with them, wins it, and gets a free shot at any title they choose. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I honestly had CM Punk qualifying for this match. That's why I wanted the tag match to go on last. So Punk cashes in on Cena on the night, takes the world title from him. Now, that's a little bit of fantasy booking. I know we'll probably get the Cena-Punk rivalry soon. But, yeah, that was kind of my fantasy booking. Participants. Solo Sikoa, which was a big old surprise. Wouldn't be surprised if Jacob Fatu costs him this opportunity. LA Knight. Yeah. I feel like LA Knight is still gunning for the United States title. Although he has said the world title is in his future. And this is like the third time he's been in Money in the Bank. So, maybe he wins it. I don't know. Making his Money in the Bank debut, it's Penta. And Penta knows his way around the ladder. I'll tell you that much. Go watch. It was the first Double or Nothing in 2019. It was him and Rey Fenix defending their AAA tag titles against the Young Bucks. One of my favorite ladder matches ever. Next, we got Seth Rollins. Bit of an obvious choice, but I like it. Next is Andrade, who beat Jacob Fatu and Carmelo Hayes to qualify, which I'll admit I don't hate it. And then this last qualification, another spoiler for my Raw review. It's not CM Punk. It's not AJ Styles. It's El Grande Americano. And I know people are poo-pooing this gimmick, but I don't mind it. Like, not saying I'm in love with it, but I really don't mind it. I think my issue with it is that we can't just let Chad Gable be Chad Gable and win. You know what I mean? Anyway, so like I said, I kind of had Punk fantasy booked to win this and then cash in on Cena later on in the evening. But there is really only one choice to make here. And sorry, LA Knight fans, he's not going to win it. It's going to be Seth Rollins. Now, I believe Seth Rollins is going to win because then he has the plan to cash in on the Gunther versus Jey Uso match the Monday after on Raw. At least that's what I've been seeing online, which it does make sense, but it's also very predictable. Like, maybe they throw us a curveball and, Solo gets it, or Knight gets it. But the only one that really makes sense to me, and I think it would be fun if he holds on to it for a little while longer, it's Seth. Oh, and WWE, this is right to you. No more cash in on the days, okay? I know I fantasy booked one, but That's because it's Punk, and I'm a big Punk fan. But, yeah, Seth makes all the sense in the world. Alright, that'll do it for my predictions. I hope you all enjoy. Coming tomorrow instead of Friday, because I got someone coming to work on the electricity in my house. So, my review for Raw and Power will be coming a day earlier on Thursday. So hopefully you watch out for that one. Then Monday will be my review for AEW Fyter Fest, which, if you don't know, that's going to be a 4-hour program. It's pretty much going to be Dynamite and Collision mixed into one, so they avoid competing with Money in the Bank, which is not a bad idea. Now, I won't be watching Money in the Bank live because I will be going to a birthday celebration, not my own. So I will be indisposed of at the moment. Probably going to watch Money in the Bank on Sunday. Then Monday, I will cover, then Tuesday, I'll cover Money in the Bank in a video. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for all that. Till next time, happy wrestling, everybody. Peace.